Good morning and welcome to our second webinar on our AI Edge camera. Just a few housekeeping rules before we start. We've disabled the microphones, but we do have the question and answer facility running. So if you have any questions, please type them during the webinar and we'll put aside a few minutes at the end to answer any questions you may have. As I mentioned, this is the second webinar on our AI series. This time we're looking at the camera integrated into our NVR series. For those of you who haven't joined us before or don't know anything about LILIN, just a quick introduction. We're a Taiwanese manufacturer and we were established in 1980. So this makes us over 40 years old. We opened our UK offices in 1999 and have always made video surveillance products. In 2008, we transitioned from analog to IP, and in 2013, we delivered our first IP-based home automation driver. We pride ourselves on the fact that we listen, we learn, and we adapt. So today, we're going to be looking at the 7 Series AI Edge camera. So we'll start with a quick overview. Then we will look at the viewing the plugin on the NVR, activating your metadata, a quick look at the licenses, some of the features such as alarm search and playbacks on both the NVR GUI and the browser, and we'll end with a quick question and answer session. The 7 Series camera is a 4K camera series. It features the Sony StarViz sensor for low light color performance. It's H.265 and H.264 video compression. It's available in many chassis, including mini dome, bullets, and PTZs. All cameras feature IR LEDs, and we even have a model with white LED. They have two-way audio, are ONVIF compliant, and IP rated. Last week, we looked at how you add the AI licenses to the cameras. So for this webinar, I'm presuming that you have already activated your license on your AI camera and now are integrating it into the NVR. This first short video shows an AI camera already connected to the NVR. I simply right-click and go launch plugin. The plugin will load. So for those who know the AI camera, this plugin will look familiar to you. As mentioned, you can't set the licenses here, so I would still suggest you set the camera up first, but what this enables you to do is make any small changes you want to where the zone is or what you're looking for in your classifications here in the NVR. So now your camera's been added to the NVR and you're happy with the alarms. What you need to do is actually activate the metadata. So we enter the NVR menu, we go to metadata, and we turn the channel, serial input to channel, and turn the metadata on. We can see down here, I've said the mode is for an AI camera. And then I have on the right-hand side, some selections I can make, such as, do I want to view people, cars? In this instance, I set other so that I can view face masks. So we can see straight away metadata, the face mask appeared. Now I have a face mask on, the metadata's disappeared. So I'll just show you quickly that one more time. I enter the menu, metadata, turn my serial input to channel, metadata service was on, and I selected AI camera. Then I simply selected the event that I wanted, which in this case was other. Once that's applied, go back to my live video. And straight away, the on-screen GUI now shows that I'm not wearing a mask. So once I bring a mask on, that will disappear. So we have many licenses available. So I'm just going to quickly run through a few of the licenses with you and show you how it looks on the NVR. So the home security, which covered objects such as humans, cars, bicycles, trucks. Here it is on the NVR. So we can see that the NVR will now display when a car moves, if this is selected. We also have a person in this short video. So remember, this is on your HDMI output of your NVR. The health license, here in this short video, we're looking to see whether somebody's wearing a mask or not. Jasmine's not wearing a mask. The construction license, the AI04. The NVR is displaying that I am wearing a helmet and a safety vest for you. The AI05, our smog, this is our fire and smoke. This fire was lit under controlled conditions. And we can see that the NVR has noticed that there is a fire. And you'll see that the text actually turned from green to red to indicate that it's created an alarm for us also. AI07 is our vehicle, car make, and ANPR license. So 3 licenses integrated into one. In this video, it's noticed there's a car. So we've got the green box around saying car. And you'll also notice that it's brought up the make and model of the 2 cars. So Volkswagen and Mercedes. It has also indicated that it's read a license plate, but unfortunately the NVR can't do license plates and other AI alarms at the same time. So you have to choose which one you would want. The camera would still log the license plate, so we would still have a log of the license plate here, but we can only create an alarm based on the make or the fact that there's a car in the scene. If you want ANPR, we do have the ANPR license available, but on the NVR, you have to go back to our metadata section. And where we chose AI camera, we need to change that underneath our mode to LPR. Once we choose LPR, we can then choose whether we want to display our 3 events, which can be allowed, denied, or visitor lists. Now we've done that, if we display the camera, we can see now I'm getting up the license plate on my screen. Also, we'll see here, there's a metadata alarm being created. So it's logging every time it's seeing anything to do with metadata for us. A car coming in, number plate clearly displayed, and we can see that I'm in the allowed list there. So that was just a quick look at how the AI licenses, which we ran through last week, look on the NVR, on the GUI. Now looking at the GUI, we can see up here at the top, we have a new icon called AI, and we've got alarms listed here. When I click on this icon, it brings up a new menu for me. This menu allows me to filter through all of the different AI license types. So I could search by ANPR, I could search by vehicles, I could search by others for licenses such as mask or construction site. I can also do a date search, so I can view from today to yesterday, and I can set the criteria from and to. So here in this short video, I've selected to look at others, and I've selected the date. When I hover over a thumbnail, it actually becomes bigger, so I can have a quick look at it. And then all I need to do is press the play or double click on the icon, and playback will start. It will actually start playback on all 16 cameras if you wish at the same time. Here I've just chosen camera 1 or the relevant camera to come full screen so you can see in more detail. This here shows ANPR search. So I've selected ANPR. We can see that the number plate's displayed at the bottom. I can hover over again to bring up a bigger thumbnail. Once I'm happy with the one I want to view, simply double click and playback starts. And here's the number plate displayed on the screen. So very, very easy, nice search facility within the NVR GUI. Now I'm looking at the playback menu, so I could have got into this through playback or through the AI alarm facility. I just wanted to show you a few of the icons at the bottom. So this pop-up here will disappear, so it won't get in the way of your video if you don't hover over it for a few seconds. But we can see we have orange for motion, we have some alarms, and we also have metadata. When I bring my mouse down over it, you'll notice a little pop-up thumbnail displaying the event with some text. So I can actually, while playing back, still scroll through other alarms, looking for other alarms that may be relevant. And then if I want to play, I just click, and we'll see there, the van playback started on all 16 cameras to the time that I hovered over. Just going to move along. Here's a car coming in, a visitor. I click on it, and there's the car up in camera 5. So all time synchronizes. So a very, very easy, quick way of finding metadata or other alarms that may have occurred. So that was the view of the GUI that you would see out of a VGA or HDMI output. Now let's look at the web browser. Here I've chosen to view camera 5 full screen. And we can see that the web browser will also bring up text. So this is a nice new feature of these NVRs, the fact that we're displaying the metadata text on our web GUI. For those of you who may have noticed, there was actually a bird attacking a small creature at the same time. Playback on the web browser is slightly different to the on-screen GUI. We have a play icon here in the top of the screen. Click on that, and it will load an alarm panel at the bottom for us. This panel looks familiar. It looks a little bit like the on-screen GUI in Playback, and we can move along with different color bars to show different thumbnail previews of alarm events. Once we see an event we want, we just click on it, and Playback will start on all cameras for that time. So this was a car arriving. There is another way we can also search Playback. You might not want to do it through the alarm bar that you saw at the bottom. We can actually specifically choose an event here from a drop-down list. So all the different AI engines. So we'll go to AI allowed. The number of license plates are then filled in. We can scroll up and down, find that event, and then hit Playback. And Playback will start there. Down here, we can also then choose our different views. So if we were to choose a quad view or a bigger view, all those cameras would be synchronized to that time and date. Finally, in the NVR, we can also enter the menu and have a look at the metadata logs. So we enter the setup, go to metadata, to event, and we can filter them between specific cameras, specific times, and actually find the log we want. Within that log, we can then export that log as a document to another device. I mentioned at the beginning of the webinar, this is actually the second part of a webinar series on our new AI Edge 7 series cameras. If you haven't had a chance to view the first webinar, it is available on our YouTube channel, and I would suggest you watch that if possible, or talk to a member of the LILIN sales team who'll be more than happy to explain how the AI licenses work, what licenses are available, and how you can easily set them up on your cameras. So why LILIN? Well, I've already mentioned we've been established for over 40 years, and we actually have 12 offices around the world and a massive global network of distribution partners. We're agile, we're able to adapt to new challenges. We're innovative. Things such as our new AI camera that you've seen today. We have a strong focus on cybersecurity, and we actually partner with Deloitte in Taiwan. We have a large in-house research and development team, and we have a huge online resources available to you. So please take advantage of those. So let's have a quick look and see if we have any questions in our Q&A section. Okay, so the first question is, can I put the metadata on any NVR? Unfortunately, you can't. The new metadata feature for integration with the AI camera will be available on our 6 series NVRs. And they are released at the moment. And if you need any details, please talk to a member of the LILIN sales team. The next question I have is, you mentioned previous webinars, where can I find these? You can find these on our YouTube channel, and we have a dedicated channel, which is LILIN UK. So search LILIN UK, and you'll also find all our previous webinars on there too. Are these NVRs NDAA? Yes, the new 6 series NVRs will be NDAA. No, I can't say that word again. Thank you, Nigel. Just having a look. We've got a few more questions. I noticed from the screens that not all licenses were listed in your event on the on-screen GUI. That's correct. At the moment, we have a few that you can tick, such as human, vehicle, and everything else is categorized under other. But you will notice, even though I ticked other, that's really only for the search facility. For instance, it's still displayed whether it was a mask, whether it was a vest, whether it was a hard hat or a helmet. So the actual text is still there. The only reason that we say other is just for you to be able to filter your search through the AI search and icon. Also, I do know that we're working on a new app that will actually have some of these search facilities based on these AI engines also. Okay, so thank you very much for taking time out to join us this morning. I hope you found the webinar interesting. As I said, please feel free to talk to a member of the LILIN sales team or one of our distributors for more information. Also, please check our YouTube channel for previous webinars and keep a close eye on our social media platforms, as we're always posting new and interesting features on these. Thank you again.